Hi my dear friends, welcome to our Rafi Academy. Now I am presenting in front of you simplified manner the residential dwelling taxability under the GST. Taxability under the GST. Simple. Presenting here as follows. With effect from 18th July 2022, residential dwelling are you let out for business or commerce? Property remains residential nature. Residential dwelling have you given on rent to State Bank of India, or have you given for rent to a business person to carry out the business? If that is the case, though the property may be a residential nature, but the purpose of let out is a commercial nature, resulting that it attract GST, taxable, forward charge. Who liable to pay GST? Supplier liable to pay GST. Whenever the supplier liable to pay GST, for him always the aggregate threshold limit for registration, if exceeds, then only he liable to pay GST. Otherwise not liable to pay GST. For example, I am Mr. Rafi holding a residential property. I given on rent only for rupees 5,000 per month. To whom I given my residential property? I given to a businessman to carry out a business. Let us say I given to a chartered accountant my property, residential property, for carrying out of professional activities. Rent is 5,000. Residential property given on rent for profession. Aggregate turnover in a year, how much I will get here? 60,000 rupees. 5,000 per month into 12, 60,000. There is only my total inflow. There won't be any other inflow. In that case, my dear sir, I am not liable for registration, thereby I am not liable to pay GST. Suppose instead of giving for 5,000, if I given for rent, let us say at 50,000 rupees, at rupees 50,000 per month, I given my residential property for rent to a business or commerce person to carry out the business activity. In a year, I am getting 6 lakh rupees. There is only my rental income, nothing else. I have no other in business. Still here, aggregate turnover not exceeded 20 lakhs. Now I am not liable for GST. If I given for rent 5 lakhs per month, in that case, total aggregate turnover is 60 lakhs. My threshold limit for registration 20 lakhs. I am bound to register and pay liable to pay GST as a forward charge. This is what the residential dwelling uses as business or commerce, given for business or commerce, taxable forward charge. Supplier liable to pay GST if aggregate turnover exceeded the threshold limit for registration. Otherwise not liable to pay. On the other hand, residential dwelling used as a residence, that means basically the property, residential property given for rent, that to use as a residence, nature and purpose, both residential nature, residential purpose. In that case, recipient is a unregistered person. If so, whatever rent I collected qualify for exemption. If I given residential property for residential purpose to a registered person, the recipient is a registered person, then the law got amended from 18th July 2022 onwards. The recipient, you are liable to pay GST under RCM reverse charge. Example, simple. Mr. Rafi owned a residential property given on rent to a particular CFO of Infosys company for his residence purpose. And the CFO of Infosys company basically unregistered person and paying rent 5 lakh rupees per month. In a year 60 lakhs. No other inflow of me, only 60 lakhs. Not liable for registration, therefore not liable for GST. Neither supplier liable to pay, nor recipient liable to pay. On the other hand, if I given my residential property to CFO, but agreement is made in the name of Infosys company. So recipient of service is Infosys company. Infosys company liable to pay GST under RCM even though I let out my residential property for residential purposes to CFO of Infosys company, but the recipient here is not the CFO of Infosys company, the recipient here is the Infosys company. Since the recipient is a registered person, thereby liable to pay GST, not in my hand, not in the hands of the supplier, not in the hands of the supplier, it is in the hands of the recipient, recipient liable to pay GST. Got the clarity, my dear friends? As simple as this residential dwelling amendment applicable from 18th July 2022. Thank you to one and all.